Guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends. Thank you for joining me today. We're going to talk about, well, I don't know, one of the best rare champions, if not the best rare champion. I personally, it's hard to compare Coldheart with Warmaiden, but I personally rank Coldheart a little bit higher, but she is Void. Warmaiden is the best, in my opinion, non-Void rare champion. I don't know, maybe tied with Apothecary. But either way, Warmaiden is in a class of her own, and she is very, very free to play accessible. You can farm her right in the campaign in stage 9, any difficulty level, so it doesn't have to be brutal, normal, hard, nightmare, it all gets the job done. Or you can just brutal silver farm stage 3, and then eventually you're going to land yourself your brand new Warmaiden. So why is Warmaiden so good? Well, on her A1, she has the weak version of Poison, helps out against dragons. She really shines in Dragon's Lair, appropriate affinity matchup as well. On the A2, she has a self-increased attack buff and places an extra hit. And on the A3, though, Crumbling Blast attacks all enemies, has a 100% chance on a 3-turn cooldown when booked up. You need to book her, at least booking Crumbling Blast, her A3, to get full advantage of her amazing ability here, because she's the only rare champion in the game to have the strong version of decreased defense on a 3-turn cooldown AoE attack. She is so valuable, and you can even run her up until the end game. We will see her today, and I'm interested in your feedback on this, guys. If you have any thoughts, any opinions or feedback, let me know in the comments. I will read them all, because for me, I personally prefer, if someone's going to show me a champion, I want to see them at their best. So as you can see, I put her in like some really, really good gear, right? If you guys would rather see her or any champion spotlight on this channel with like level 12 random gear that's more accessible to the majority of you guys, I'm totally down to do that as well. But again, me as a viewer, not just as a content creator, I prefer to see the ceiling of the champions that I want to learn about. So that's why I do it this way on the channel, but again, very open to what you guys have in mind. So what I wanted to do is build my Warmaiden here with high accuracy, so she's landing her decreased defense, and I'm going to put her on a team where she's not going to die. I'm going to have like a good solid team around her as well. So I'm going to build her out to be a nuker too. Why not, right? As my secondary or third or fourth nuker. Traditionally, she is just a debuffer. I haven't seen a guide where someone just builds her out in a ton of crit damage gear like I have here. So I figured we could just try her out and see how hard she hits. So I have crit damage, offense, and offense on her. Let's talk about her masteries really quickly ahead of time. She does very well with War Master. I'm kind of blocking the masteries here, but you guys can see. There we go. Just cuddling in here, no big deal. But I went with War Master. She proccing that extra damage on Warmaiden is going to be very beneficial for you guys. Also on support tree, went with the obvious accuracy to start with, and then I went with Laura Steel and Master Hexer, excuse me, to kind of end out the support tree. You can definitely choose what masteries you think matter most. I went with a very offensive set on her in terms of selections for her masteries, because again, I'm trying to get some nukage out of her too. Why not, right? So let's go back to the artifacts here. Let me share my total stats first real quick. So I have her at 103 crit rate, 190 crit damage, 265 accuracy, and 153 speed with a 3790 attack. Attack is fine. Accuracy is fine. I'm aiming for around 200, 250 to make sure I'm really always landing it. But in Dragon's Lair, you should be good with around 200 or so because of, again, affinity helping you out as well. And then speed, I will say, is a bit too slow here. So 153, I have no glyphs on any of my gear that I put on her right now, so I could get that up to 270 maybe, 265, 270, or so, 265, 270, 165, 170. I would much rather have her be fast. That way we're ensuring we get the enemies decreased defense as much as possible, right? So it is, of course, a 3-turn cooldown on Crumbling Blast, but it is a 2-turn debuff, so take that into effect, or into account when building your speed on your Warmaiden. So I would, if I could be nitpicky, put a little bit more speed on her, but again, we have her doing some damage here for us. So I have accuracy being a huge priority in terms of stat priorities. Accuracy and speed are going to be there, and then it's really your choice, right? Do you want to build her with more sustainability, put an HP or a defense chest on her? That's totally fine. Just make sure you prioritize, again, the accuracy, because you want to be landing that debuff all the time and have her fast enough to do so. So I put crit rate, crit damage gear on her as well. Again, just trying to use her as kind of a quasi-nuker. I have a crit rate gauntlets on her. I could go crit damage and be even more insane here, but I want attack on the chest as well. And then I went speed boots. You definitely want to have speed boots on your Warmaiden no matter how you're building her. Speed boots are going to be important, and accuracy banner is also going to be a must on your Warmaiden. I went crit damage. You can go defense as well. If you're having a problem with your Warmaiden dying, you can go with a very similar build that I have her on in terms of the gear that I have, except for just simply changing out your amulet to defense amulet and changing out your chest to, again, either HP percentage or defense percentage. So that's the gear that I have on her. The ring, my last item here, just going for a defense. Give her a little bit more sustainability. You can see that her defense is actually decent here at 1985. It's certainly not high enough for like Clan Boss in Nightmare and Ultra Nightmare, but it gets by in dungeons just fine. So I am excited to try her out, guys. Let's go ahead and start with campaign. Let's just take her into kind of 12-3 and just see how she does on her own here. So there she is. Definitely an incredibly solid champion. I want to show you her in campaign just to see what kind of damage she can do as well. So 30k damage is actually not bad at all, and you can see, you know, on her A2 there, got the War Master proc, 27k too. She's hitting pretty hard, to be fair, right? I mean, this is not your traditional, she's an attack-based champion. This is a bad affinity matchup, shame on me. But you guys can see, let me take her into a better level. My bad on that. Let me take her into, because that was really not where she's gonna shine. Let's take her into stage 6 here. Instead, go against some positive affinity matchups. Ah, man, there's 3 spirits in the first stage. My bad on that. Either way, she's hitting for around 30k, right? 30 to 40k on her AoE, 30k, 41k there. Not bad, man. She's hitting pretty hard here. Let's see. Let's pay attention to these. Okay, yeah, again, she's getting War Master. She's putting out some damage and having that decreased defense on there as well. 54k I saw on one of those crits too. So she's definitely, if you build her out to be like she's not going to be your main nuker, but like a secondary damage dealer, a third damage dealer on your team. So let's go ahead and take her into Dragon's Lair. So this is the team that I have kind of put together last night. It's not a bad team. I do have a couple legendaries in here. Let's go ahead and I'll just keep the team the same for now, just so you guys can see how fast this can be. I need to build her a little bit faster, though. There is a big problem on this team right now. I need to adjust her speed, so she's going before Royal Guard. You can see Royal Guard going with Takedown, and then she goes, and now Seer will go and melt them away. But this can be a 6-second first wave here. For me, where I am right now, it's all about pushing the speed of my teams. But, you know, don't take this, don't be misinformed by my video pretending that, oh, this is all about speed. It's imperative that you build her super fast and you have the fastest team in the world. It's not about that. It's really, with Warmaiden, about helping you survive too, right? Not only will you be able to nuke down the troops faster, but having that strong decreased defense like this is going to help your team stay alive longer as well. So 42, 43 seconds before we get to the dragon there, again, that can really be cut down a lot here. She's hitting for 24k damage there against the dragon. Man, I gotta say, she's really solid. And there's the takedown ability, and there's the Seer Karma Burn ability. And just keep in mind, turn meter does not work against Dragon and Clan Boss. It does work against Fire Knight, against Ice Golem, and against Spider, obviously. So you can really use her in pretty much every dungeon except for Ice Golem. You really want to go with, you know, a Tyrell if you have him, or a even Stag Knight in Ice Golem because of the affinity matchup. But you can see my best time last night with this team was 102, 124 there. And look at the damage that she did here, guys. I gotta say, of course, you know, she more than Lysandra, more than Bad L. And you're comparing her to Seer and to Royal Guard, 2 of the strongest nukers in the entire game. But, you know, almost 750,000 damage, 676 damage from Warmaiden is impressive, seeing as how without Warmaiden's decreased defense, there's no way that Seer and Royal Guard could have put out that much damage themselves. So you can see what an end game Warmaiden can do for your team. It's really incredible. Let's go ahead and use her in Fire Knights as well. Now, Fire Knights, she's not she has that 2-hitter on her A2. She's not traditionally a Fire Knight champion because, again, only one attack on her A1. But I think with this team, we should be just fine. Let's go ahead and give her a shot here. She will be, again, landing her debuffs with ease against all of these enemies. And again, Karma Burn goes before the Crumbling Blast goes. So we just need to make her a little bit faster here. And that's going to have a dramatic impact on these times, on these teams. For me, again, it's all about speed. But for you guys who use Warmaiden, she's going to keep you alive too. It's kind of defense through offense when you talk about Warmaiden. So let's go ahead and see if we can get things in the right order here. See if we can get to, there it is. So there's the decreased defense. It lands on all of the opponents with ease. She's at, again, 260 or so HP. There's the Karma Burn of Seer landing again there. Just incredible ability. I have Mausoleum Mage in this team as well. And I have a Coldheart instead of kind of a Royal Guard. Otherwise, the team is, you know, pretty similar to the Dragons team that we just ran. So if I could have just gotten a... if I could have kept that shield down with an exhaustion off of Lysandra or a Heartseeker out of Coldheart there, it would have been game, set, match. Unfortunately, it is a little bit RNG based against Fire Knight, depending if we can get our turn meters down before the Fire Knight gets his turn. So let's see if we can get one here. Very unfortunate that we go through 2 cycles there. So again, I'll be honest with you guys, having a multi-hitter, decreased defense multi-hitter there on this team would be even more beneficial. I normally run Stag Knight, but there we go. We get the exhaustion landed, and there's the Crumbling Blast, so decreased defense, and now we're going to be able to take this Fire Knight down in below 2 minutes. And again, she's a huge part of this team. Let's see if we can finish off Fire Knight in less than 145. Let's see if we can do it here. There's another Karma Burn. No, I don't think we can. We need that Heartseeker ability to land, and I don't think it's up. I think it's 2 turns away. So there it goes, guys. It's going to be about a 1 minute and 55 second or so run, and not too bad, right? You can see that she gets the job done. She is consistent. She's reliable. She's a great champion. I said 155. It's going to be over 2 minutes. Oh, no. So that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Guys, I think we're just going to go ahead and wrap the video here. You can use her anywhere. I mean, I could actually, you know what? I'll use her one time in Arena too, just so you can see what she's like as kind of an Arena debuffer. So there we go, it's 2:14, so rather slow compared to my best time at 57 seconds with a similar team, to be honest with you guys. But again, Fire Knight is a little bit RNG based in terms of his shield and his turn meter and your champion's abilities. All right, so going into the arena with her, guys, I want to try to find some teams that are a little bit more challenging to showcase her on. This team looks pretty good. So I have her built with a nuker. I mean, the number one rule with her is that she should be going before your nukers, kind of after your speed boosters on your team. So this should work out because I have Kratraxa going rather slow with attack percentage boots on her right now. So she will go 3rd on this team, right before Kratraxa. And she'll be lapped by Arbiter. It's okay, though. So here we go. I'm interested to see how much damage she can do here on her A3. So let's see. Not bad. Look at the HP bars of all of these opponents, guys, right? We'll take out Arbiter first. Kind of move down the line here. I thought I could kill Jack there. Don't want to deal with his provokes. But it's okay. Let's see. Let's see if we can kill her. Yep. Alright, so Jack is probably going to provoke us all here. And there it is, or Fear. But we can still finish him off. Let's pick Warmaiden back up. Let's go again. Boost up that turn meter. And there we go. Boom, Jack down. So we'll finish this one off on auto. Let's go ahead and challenge ourselves with maybe one more team here, guys. But you guys get the point, right? You guys know what Warmaiden is good at. She is, I can't even say underrated. I was going to say she is criminally underrated, but she's not. People know how good she is. She's a fantastic champion. The fact that she is so... There's really no champion in this game besides, like, Kale, right? Who's this good in terms of being accessible, right? I mean, it's hard to go against a starting champion in this game. But, man, she's great. So putting out some decent damage again there. Setting myself up for a nice little takedown. We got to be careful of Molly there. Don't want her taking the team down. We're going to take her out first, landing those provokes. This time we'll get it right. Corner, we'll finish you off. now, and sure, you have a shield. Congratulations, miscreated monster. You're a beast. Let's go ahead and reduce that. And let's see what she can do here against Frank. Nice. She put out some serious damage, man. Are you guys impressed with her? Maybe some of you guys already had her, already knew that she could put out this amount of damage, but I'm impressed with her her damage output here, guys. Pick up Krutraxis, speed boost the team, and who knows, maybe she can finish the deal here. I doubt it. Yeah, not that time. Not that time. All right, there we go. Kymar gets the job done. So there we go, guys. That's going to go ahead and end this video on a Warmaiden. Look at her damage there, guys. 155,000 damage put out there. She's definitely not a slouch in terms of her damage capabilities and output in this game. Guys, listen, thank you so much for watching the video. I really appreciate it. Good luck with your War Maidens. Hopefully I've talked a few of you guys into farming her and giving her a try even in the end game, especially in Dragon's Lair. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care, guys.